relates to Dalton Knecht. Sneaky athleticism, as we already kind of talked about, that assists him in finishing at the rim.
Like
he
Josh
can get
McRoberts.
to the paint. Yeah, he can get into the paint pretty well. I don't know if people underestimate his handle and what he's been able to do on the perimeter, as well as being able to get into that paint. But when we talk about Cade Cunningham in the mid-range, Dalton Knecht is another one of those guys who, off that pick and roll, if he gets into the mid-range, you're feeling well. You're feeling really, really good about those chances, man.
He reminds me of Mike Miller. Okay. Like both in terms of the range on the outside, but also Mike Miller, he had a little mid-range game too. He was sneaky athletic, had a little mid-range flavor to his game too. He was solid at Florida and then in the NBA.
Yep, and he's kind of taking it. That's one player that came to mind when I was kind of doing this breakdown, as well as Debo. Duncan Robinson.
Oh, Debo Samuel.
Yeah, yep, and they Debo Samuel, Duncan Robinson. They both kind of took the same kind of arc, JUCO players, and then they wound up finding themselves at some big-time NCAA programs, being able to shoot the ball really well. But Dalton Knecht, to me, uses his physicality a lot better. He's somebody who can knock off and kind of contact and finish at the rim. He can contort his body and finish the shots as well on transition. I really like what he brings to the table, but this is what I like. He shot nearly 80% off of cuts.
Really?
You guys have heard me scream about this, that the current Pistons team, they don't have players that are moving to the point that when you get somebody Fontecchio, it looks beautiful, like, yo, where has this been all my life? Dalton Knecht does a lot of the same stuff. Moving off ball, moving when the defense sags, moving when the defense turns his head. I love what he brings to the table from that. And then he can finish above the rim. He can use his hezzy dribble. He has a lot that he brings to the table. Obviously, improvements. It's his defense. He has that motor and that instinct. But as it relates to his on-ball defense, you want Dalton Knecht to be a guy that doesn't get lost in the sauce. You're talking about a guy who, if he's 6'6" and he's coming here and he has the potential to start, is he starting over Nassar Thompson, who can guard the number ones right now? One of the things that the Detroit Pistons wanted to do was be able to reduce the defensive usage rate of a Cade Cunningham. So Dalton Knecht is going to have to find a way with his on ball, his point of attack defense, to kind of be a little bit better as it relates to staying in front of his defender, not fouling as much, and being a player that can contribute in the team perspective as well.
Cool. Like, can he play out there on the court at the same time as Simone Fontecchio? Is there a situation where Cade and those two are the wings? Like, would Nassar be able to be on the floor at that point?